Playhouse. Over your years, in particular in your childhood, Amy Kay, did you lose much for family pets? Did you have some pets pass away?
Well, I think we've never really had them pass away. But I've told you the story of we had 2 cats, Jax and Jinx. Mm-hmm. And then we rescued a dog, and the dog did not get along with the cats, and we ended up moving. And so my mom told us that she brought the cats to a cat sanctuary.
Right.
And that it is a woman in town who just homes cats. And I believed it for a long time until a few years ago when you and I talked about it. Mm-hmm, and you convinced me that my mom lied to me.
Well, I mean, just kind of think about the sequence of events there. You do realize that sounds a little sketchy, right? That you just happen to be having some issues, and then
she found a lady that
magical farm.
That just takes in strays. I guess not strays, just takes in people's cats. Cat sanctuary. I don't even know where it was. I was in a suburb of Chicago. So
please tell me she said up at a farm.
No, she didn't. She used the term cat sanctuary.
Now I forget. Did we call her out on this?
I don't know, but I feel like I've brought it up to her before, and she still is sticking with it. She says it's a cat sanctuary.
Well, it is a tough reality of life, and that brings us to...
Chime in now. It's group therapy on the Y94 Morning Playhouse.
Now, this pet is still with us, but maybe not for long. Heather, what's going on?
Yes. So I have a hamster. Well, my daughter has a hamster. We got the hamster for free, but now it needs to see a vet. So I called the vet, explained what was going on to see how much the bill would be. And they said it would be a little over, around $150. My daughter loves this hamster. I mean, I love that my daughter loves the hamster, but I don't really know what to do because I feel like, why am I spending $150 on a hamster? My husband's fed up with bills. Why am I, what is the point of this?
So you're just thinking that's a little steep for a hamster?
It's just it's random, and I don't really know. I don't know. I need some help.
So obviously, cheaper to go get a new hamster than to fix this one. Just so we have a name to the hamster we're trying to sentence to death here. What was his name?
Ronald. Ronald McDonald.
Oh, that cute little McNugget.
Oh.
All right, you hang tight for a couple minutes. We'll circle back to you, okay?
Thank you so much.
Okay. What's the cost of a hamster? $20?
And we looked it up. It was kind of cheap, $20-$30. But they got that one for free. They didn't even spend anything on that one.
Strikes me as, I think you just let little Ronald McDonald go bye-bye.
So you think the hamster should have a slow, painful death?
Yeah, I kind of do.
No, you take on a pet, you take on the cost of taking care of a pet. That is her responsibility. You got the hamster for free. If you can't shell $150, she should not be a pet owner. And you're setting your child up for if someone gets sick and needs help, just let them die. So you better hope that when you get to a certain age, she doesn't say, I remember what you did to Mr. Ronald McDonald.
So you think that someday in the future, potentially...
Will I be sending my mom to a cat sanctuary?
Well, maybe.
Yes.
Heather's going to be in a hospital bed. Beep. 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 And she's going to be kind of in and out, but she's going to see in her blurred vision her adult-age daughter standing there with the doctor. And they're going to be talking quietly, but she's going to be able to make it out a little bit. And they're going to go, hey, we think we can save your mom, but it's going to cost $150. And then Heather's daughter's going to go,
you need to... The price, I think, could go up because a hamster is small. I understand that $150 is kind of expensive for a hamster. So put it to the price of a human.
I don't know, $150 million.
Okay, there we go.
And then the last thing she sees is going to be just kind of her daughter just wiping a tear away, grabbing a plug and going, boo!
That's what you might be teaching your daughter.
That was for Ronald.
That's what I think. You are choosing not to go to the vet to take care of this hamster. What are you teaching your child?
I think you go get a new hamster.
No.
Man. I think you say bye-bye to
After
Ronald McDonald.
After the picture you just painted?
Yeah, I think you say goodbye to Ronald McDonald. It's a hamster.
Why does the hamster have to suffer?
Well, he doesn't have to. You could take care of it.
Wow.
Put it out of its misery. How bad is it?
So when the mom is sitting in the hospital,
I don't
you
think
know what
that's
she's
the
going to
same.
see? A pillow over the head.
I think that, it's, and I don't want to say that the hamster is different than a cat or a dog or something else, but it is, isn't it? Like, you would maybe sink more in a dog or a cat.
But don't take an animal, a living creature, if you can't financially pay for it.
How many more years am I getting out of Ronald McDonald for my $150 procedure? That's what I want to know. What's the lifespan of said hamster? I just got a lot of questions. What are we thinking?
They don't live long.
Are you still there? Hello?
I mean, there's two different ways I would approach it. One, I think that it's a good time to teach your daughter. I don't know how old the daughter is, but I mean, people should learn about death because death happens. It's a part of life. And I think the hamster dying is just let her learn the grieving process of like, hey, things die, and hamster dying is like the smallest thing. So either you can use that as a teaching moment, or depending on how small the kid is, you could just buy a hamster that looks like the other hamster, and they probably won't be able to tell the difference.
So we went from teaching moment to the old bait and switch real quick.
Yeah, because they're not going to tell the difference. Hamsters very much look similar, and it'd be cheaper to buy a new hamster than to spend $200 or $300 to get surgery for a hamster.
I think it was $150, but yeah.
$150. But now, let's say they do go that route. They get rid of first Ronald, go to Ronald 2. Ronald 2 now is having health issues.
I think you should call the next one Burger King or Wendy. But yeah, I'm with you.
They move on to the next. The next one's having issues. Now what? Just kill that one off too? You're a pet owner. Take responsibility. Do not take on a living creature if you cannot care for it.
Stop buying all these defective hamsters and you wouldn't have a problem. Why are all these hamsters dying? At some point, you got to look at your family. Maybe you shouldn't have any more hamsters.
This is what I'm saying. No more pets. If you do take this one to the doctor or the vet, you pay for it. You're done with animals, I
mean,
think.
not to get a PETA march outside, but isn't a hamster like just a step up from a rat? Like, I don't know. It's a little rodent, isn't it?
It is a pet.
It's ill.
It's not like a raccoon they found on the side of the road.
It's ill.
This is their
I'm
animal.
sorry. You wouldn't save the raccoon?
I don't know. It depends. What does it need? If it needs CPR mouth to mouth, I'm probably not giving that to a raccoon.
I mean, I'm not giving $150 to a raccoon either, I'm thinking.
If I see a raccoon on the side of the road limping, maybe I'll call animal control. There's a little sad raccoon out here.
What would you do if you were Heather? Would you spring the $150 for a hamster surgery or procedure?
Oh, definitely pay for the pet hamster.
Definitely pay, you said?
Yes, if it means that much to your kid, think about all the money you spend on sports stuff and everything else. Why would you not want to make your kid happy?
Okay, I don't get the analogy, but I appreciate it.
It's something your kid is interested in.
Listen, it's a good thing we don't have any hamsters in my house. I'll just tell you that right now. We got a dog, and the dog, we have and would sink plenty of money into. Hamster, I don't think I could see it.
But if you're taking on a pet, when you made that decision, this pet is going to live here. You're taking on the responsibility to care for it.
Yes, and sometimes...
Don't get pets then if you can't care for them.
I got to tell you, I think your mom didn't do you a service sending your cat up to the farm, because I think that you missed a lesson in childhood, and that sometimes caring for a pet does involve in ushering it into the afterlife. That is the ultimate.
You can't
last
just
thing
kill
you're
things.
doing. No, this is
not
like murder.
That is a sign of psychopath tendencies.
I think there's a
when
difference
you kill pets.
between not getting a procedure for a hamster and killing animals. It's different, man.
$150 could save this hamster, and
would you like to do a Cares for Hamster radiothon for this hamster?
No, it's not my pet hamster. I didn't take on that
Set up a
responsibility.
Venmo?
No.
Let's see what we can do. We're getting for text messages there, Amy K.
Someone said, my mom paid $200 for my lizard when I was 10, and honestly, it showed me she respected something I loved, and I've never forgotten that. Another person said, 0, that's messed up. You're responsible for your pets you take on. Agree. Someone else said the lesson is that pets are not people. And someone said, my daughter had a guinea pig and we paid the vet bill because it was about teaching responsibility and compassion, not the animal's price tag.
One of the suckiest things that's going to happen is when you have a pet in the household and it's not fun, especially when there's kids around, but it is There's a teaching moment there, man. Hi.
I think if they can afford it, they should fix it. I mean, they chose to take the pet. I think if
Yes.
you have the means to take care of it, you should make sure you do. Unless it's going to die anyway, then I guess, it is what it is. But I think when you take on the responsibility of having a pet, you got to take care of it.
For me, there's a lot of missing information. Like, what is going on with said hamster? How much years does said hamster get from procedure? How old is hamster? Hi.
I had the same situation back when I first got married. My kids brought home a hamster from school. It ended up very sick, and I put him out of his misery when they were with their dad for the weekend. I put him in a Ziploc bag, hit him with a shovel, done deal. He was already in his casket, threw him in the garbage can, and we moved on from there.
Do you think the Ziploc bag would have just done the trick and closing off
Well, yes,
the
but,
bag?
but then he
Did you
would've-
have to add
Well,
hitting it with a shovel?
I think
would've
he ended
suffered.
the suffering, though.
yes.
Yes.
He didn't suffocate.
Put him out of his misery, move on. A hamster doesn't become part of the family. Now, a cat, a dog, they become part of the family, and they get petted and all that. Hamsters, all they do is sit in a cage and run around a wheel.
Now, where do you draw the line? Goldfish? What
You
if they
flush
get a
him down the
turtle?
toilet.
Not living.
We give them a good burial.
Oh,
There you go. We appreciate you. Thank you for making me not feel crazy. Let me ask you this. So, a hamster's life expectancy is 1.5 to 3 years, says Google. Google Gemini here. At what age would you be like, okay, goodbye, Ronald McDonald the hamster, and you wouldn't spend that $150? Age 1, age 1.5, 2.5, 3, 4?
when I walk up to the cage and I see he's laying down and that he's not sleeping, he's not getting back up.
Well, that going to happen here as we procrastinate said surgery.
But if you're taking on a pet, you need to take care of it. Someone said maybe you call around to a different clinic and see if there's anything cheaper. And someone did say, my boss says you're not paying for the animal. You're paying for your child's happiness.
That seems steep for a hamster for me. I'll buy you 4 more hamsters.
Listen, this family needs to just not get hamsters anymore.
You get something maybe a little bit beefier, healthier, longer life expectancy maybe. I say this, but then if my kids,
I
my
would
3
like
children
to
were
say-
bawling, I don't know if I'd be able to say no thank you to the hamster.
Someone said, VetMed Insight here, happy to provide insight on the hamster. Someone reached out, so maybe we send this number to them.
Yeah, there you go. Can you get a look at what's going on with Ronald? See if it's, you know what, an expert to say, yes, you should spend this money.
Someone texted in, they said no, they wouldn't be paying, but their kids said yes, so I guess I'd be paying.
Yeah, well, that's kind of where my head is too. Like for me, it's not worth it. But if all 3 of them were screaming, crying about Ronald McDonald, maybe.
You would let your kid know this scenario. Listen, the hamster's sick. It's $150, which I think is way too much to spend on
He needs
your
an iron lung.
little hamster. So I'm thinking about offing him, and then I'm going to buy you a new one.
Yeah, I don't know. We had some stuff like that when I was growing up, and I feel like they just kind of came and went. We didn't ever saw it coming, though. It was just like one day it was just gone. Like, it just died.
I do not like this. I mean, do what you want. It's your family, but...
Well, in case you're wondering, I would say most people are kind of like, they do at least a little bit more investigative work before they close the casket.
It's split. People are giving you options. There are people you can reach out to.
The Ziploc shovel guy kind of took it to an extreme. I will say that. He took it to an extreme, but he got the job done, I guess.
And here's what's coming up next. I need that.
That's a little bit more intense than I was expecting on this A Giving Hearts Day. This does not feel like a Giving Heart at all.
No.